Here are the crypto top headlines covered in this video. New Ethereum proposal aims to increase throughput by 50%. Next, crypto adoption on track to hit 8% by 2025, says report. Also, World Economic Forum backs Sandbox-First approach for DeFi adoption. Welcome to Crypto Top Headlines, where there are no speeches on my opinions, just bringing crypto's news to you. I would greatly appreciate it if you would click on the like and subscribe buttons, as well as the notification bell. It does help support the channel, so thank you in advance for doing so. Now, on to these headlines. Our first top headline, new Ethereum proposal aims to increase throughput by 50%. If approved, EIP 7781 may reduce block times to 8 seconds from 12 seconds, increase blob capacity, and make decentralized exchanges more efficient. A new Ethereum Improvement Protocol, or EIP, would slash block times on Ethereum by 33% and increase data capacity, increasing overall throughput by 50%, developers claim. Introduced on October 5th by Iliad Games co-founder Ben Adams, EIP 7781 aims to slash block times on the Ethereum network to 8 seconds from 12 seconds, increase the latency of based rollups, and boost the capacity of blobs, a temporary data structure to reduce Layer 2 network fees. In an October 6th post to X, pseudonymous developer Sigar said EIP 7781 would be the first huge step toward improving the base layer of the Ethereum network, as the bulk of developer focus is being herded toward Ethereum Layer 2 networks as scaling solutions. Aside from increasing mainnet throughput, the proposal also aims to distribute bandwidth usage over time, lowering peak bandwidth requirements without increasing individual block or blob counts. Ethereum Foundation researcher Justin Drake approved of the EIP on GitHub, saying that its immediate proposal aligned with some of the broader goals proposed by Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin and Ethereum scaling organizations. Drake said that reducing block times would see decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap v3 become 1.22 times more efficient and could save roughly $100 million in CEX-DEX arbitrage per year, and ultimately leading to better execution for users. The proposal would also improve the user experience of Ethereum smart contracts by reducing confirmation times by 33% and smoothing out peak loads across more slots, Drake added. Several developers noted that reducing block times could harm solo stakers. Shorter block times could cause execution state growth, increasing the amount of data on a blockchain. This requires more powerful hardware and bandwidth to propagate the blockchain's state in less time. In an August 6th post to X, Cinnaham Ventures partner Adam Cochran said the new EIP seemed reasonable with its imposition on solo stakers as long as the gas limit per block remained unchanged. Would want to see some tests on I/O hardware and staker return ping times to make sure it doesn't cut off some home stakers, but it seems like it should be within range for most, Cochran said. Still, increased requirements for stakers could pose a problem for Ethereum's long-term path toward decentralization. This EIP comes just 3 days after Buterin discussed the idea of reducing the minimum amount required to become a validator on the Ethereum network from the current 36 Ether amount to 16 or 24 ETH in a bid to improve network security and decentralization. Let me pause here for a moment. If you're getting value out of this video, please click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Our next top headline, crypto adoption on track to hit 8% by 2025, says report. Institutional interest and economic uncertainty are driving forces behind the accelerated global adoption of cryptocurrencies, according to a report from Matrix Port. Global cryptocurrency adoption is approaching a significant milestone, with 7.51% of the world's population now using digital currencies, according to a report by Matrix Port. The report projects this figure to exceed 8% by 2025, signaling a potential shift of crypto from a niche market into mainstream financial systems. The report highlights the growing influence of institutional involvement, which is a key factor driving the steady increase in adoption. Institutional impact on global adoption. The report cites the rise in institutional interest as one of the key factors accelerating crypto adoption. Financial firms like BlackRock have been pivotal in building trust and legitimacy for digital assets within traditional financial systems. Marcus Thielen, founder of 10x Research, spoke to Cointelegraph about the role of institutional products in the growth of Bitcoin and the broader crypto market. The evolution of Bitcoin has consistently driven price rallies wherever new layers of Bitcoin acquisition were introduced to financial markets. The potential introduction of options based on Bitcoin spot ETFs could trigger another wave of institutional interest. Bitcoin's role in economic uncertainty. Bitcoin plays a central role in overall cryptocurrency adoption, often viewed as a store of value, particularly during periods of economic uncertainty. Thielen noted that economic challenges have historically increased demand for Bitcoin, such as during the European debt crisis and the devaluation of the Chinese yuan. Thielen added, rising U.S. debt levels could spark strong demand for Bitcoin if the economy faces a slowdown, whether from a recessionary period of trade wars. This trend positions Bitcoin as a hedge during times of economic uncertainty. Challenges to crypto adoption. Despite the optimistic projections highlighted in the MATIC report, several hurdles remain, including regulatory considerations, market volatility, and retail investor security concerns. Hacks and scams, such as wallet drainers, still pose a threat in the crypto space. Additionally, institutional investors could exacerbate market volatility, with large sell-offs potentially destabilizing the market during macroeconomic shifts. Our next top headline: World Economic Forum backs Sandbox-First approach for DeFi adoption. The World Economic Forum recommended using regulatory sandboxes to foster decentralized finance innovation while mitigating risks. The World Economic Forum, or WEF, urged policymakers and regulators worldwide to conduct decentralized finance, or DeFi, related innovations and experiments within regulatory sandboxes, focusing on tailored risk mitigation and transparency. In its recent assessment of 9 major economies, including the United States, the United Kingdom, Japan, and the United Arab Emirates, the WEF identified the need for a tailored approach to regulating the DeFi ecosystem. The report recommended using sandboxes to keep DeFi investments within regulatory frameworks, allowing for controlled experimentation while managing associated risks and ensuring transparency. Sandbox approach drives DeFi innovation. According to the WEF, countries that have adopted a nimble sandbox-first approach to address inherent risks show signs of progress in DeFi innovation. It's supported using a controlled environment for experimentation with digital assets and decentralized protocols. The success of regulatory sandboxes highlights the potential for collaborative innovation in DeFi. The WEF also noted that only 9% of all jurisdictions studied have applied existing financial regulation to digital assets. The UK, Hong Kong, and Singapore were the only jurisdictions that have established or are developing a tailored regulatory framework. The report added, to date, around 33% of jurisdictions lack a regulatory framework and are not currently working on one. The WEF recommended using sandboxes to build compliant ecosystems for jurisdictions eyeing DeFi innovations. WEF highlights tailored risk mitigation. The WEF stressed the importance of collaboration between regulators and DeFi platforms to ensure consistent communication about the risks involved. The report also suggested that licensing models that account for the decentralized nature of DeFi have helped facilitate progress. The WEF report underscored the misalignment between traditional financial regulations and decentralized economies. Policymakers and regulators should, therefore, explore the possibility of achieving the crucial aims of protecting consumers, maintaining market integrity, and promoting innovation by collaborating requirements and parameter definitions for decentralized networks, the WEF report concluded. The European Blockchain Sandbox Initiative, or EBSI, recently onboarded 41 authorities and regulators from 22 countries to participate in the second cohort of its Blockchain Sandbox Initiative. The project aims to provide a framework for blockchain projects, regulators, and authorities to engage in dialogue and identify legal and regulatory obstacles to blockchain innovation. So this concludes Crypto Top Headlines. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Also, leave your thoughts in the comments and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you all for watching Crypto Top Headlines, bringing crypto's news to you.